Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Herodotus!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the Spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, he rests where he belongs.
In Sparta. Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
You mentioned the people that came before. Who were they?
They were not gods, but they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotus. I trust you.
You understand. I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotus and I share enemies too.
Like El Pinor.
Who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be my sister.
Your sister? By Zeus, your life is complicated.
Tell me about it.
But don't you worry. This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies. And one of them fights like Athena and shits thunder like Zeus. We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them.
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like it.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens.
First, we need to go to Andros.
To Andros, then. We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old, and perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates!
Now that we have the necessary resources, we can upgrade the ship's hull. They are headed straight for us! We'll need a careful strategy
Let's
to
go!
handle all of them. They are going to hit us! Watch out! They are trying to hit us! Can't keep going at this speed!
Sails down! Ship the oar!
I think they are going to ram us.
Oars down!
Watch them, Commander! They are heading this
Faster!
way!
Shipboard!
Commander, we need to brace, but get out of the way!
Get the oars ready! I need archers!
Alaka! They're here, right for us! Commander, we can't take any more!
Speed up! More oars! Keep up the speed!
Roll me the
Onward!
brake, Commander!
More oars! More speed! Raise oars! Lower the oars! Get your weapons ready!
We're taking damage from the flames!
Archers, get ready! Archers, get ready to fire! Ready your bows!
This will be a challenge! That's fully rope!
Ready to shoot!
Watch it!
Archers, take your mark!
They're going to hit us!
Ready arrows!
Let's take damage from that fire!
Archers, ready yourselves! Get them!
Till we're ready!
Archers, forward!
We'll need repairs after this! Wait until they are in range! Their gear just ram us! They are wearing away at our
Increase
defenses!
speed! Archers!
Ships now! Commander, we are in bad shape! Someone deal with the fire! Getting in position!
Archers! Ready! Let's move!
Commander, they are heading right at us!
The warehouse is off limits.
But
What's going on?
I'm here to check the warehouse's taxation records. But I'm being refused entry.
This matter is out of my hands.
Fine. The wheels of Evia will be greased once more. How much will it cost to get me the records?
That's not going to work this time, Agapios. The guards are under strict orders to not let anyone in or out of the warehouse. It's an order they will enforce, my friend. Take my advice. Stay away from that warehouse.
It's lucky your friend warned you.
Haha! He's just as corrupt as the rest of Evia. I fear there's nobody honest left.
Not all mercenaries are cutthroats. I can be trusted.
That remains to be seen.
What's causing the corruption?
A group called the Daggers strangling Evia with their greed. They work from the shadows, controlling the nation with bribery and blackmail. The other reason I need the taxation records from that warehouse. I'm following a parchment trail which I believe will lead me to the person behind it all. But I'm too old to be breaking into guarded warehouses. Perhaps the shine on my drachmi can convince you to do it for me, huh?
I'll get the records for you.
Perhaps there is someone left in Evia who can be trusted.
Where can I find the records you're looking for?
I'll need a lot of evidence to find the person behind the dagger. One set of records won't be enough. They'll be scattered around the warehouse. And be sure to check the guard captain. Anything important he'll have on him.
What can you tell me about the man behind the dagger?
Other than he may not be a man, only his reputation is known. Cruel, driven by greed. The living noose around the neck of Evia. If we can't find out who he is and stop him, our fate is that of the Retlias. Total ruin!
The dagger. Dramatic name. Any particular reason?
They stab at Evia without honor. From the shadows, unseen, bleeding our nation of its lifeblood. A dramatic name, perhaps, but apt.
I'll find the records. The guards don't stand a chance.
They don't deserve a chance. For Evia to survive, corruption and those who spread it must be crushed. I'll wait for you here.
Best stay out. Yep. Ella.
Alexios! Up here! Please don't make me... Oh, thank the gods you heard me.
Sounds serious. How can I help?
I'm thirsty. Usually my husband fills me up, but I haven't seen him in a while. So, if you could just reach over there and grab me the wine...
I'm a Misthios. I don't fetch wine. Wait, your husband's missing?
Oh, well, yes, I suppose he is.
You must be drinking a lot if you didn't notice your husband was missing.
Yeah, between you and me, it's hard to notice anything after enough wine.
Your husband must have enemies or something. Someone who might want to make him go missing.
The dagger. If you're wealthy, they're your enemy. A local captain and his Malaki's dagger friends visit as often as they please, demanding made-up taxes and beating my husband if he doesn't pay. Will you find him? Will you find my husband?
Don't worry, I'll find him.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Any idea where I should look for your husband?
He's been trying to find ways to get his shipments past the Dagger's forces on the road east of here. Anytime his carts ride by, the troops on patrol take a cut. More of their godless Malaki's taxes. My husband usually waits on the road directly south of the cave until it's clear.
You mentioned something called the dagger.
I thought a Mystios would know. They're tiny blades that look like baby swords.
You said the dagger, like they were a group, or...
Oh, right. The dagger. They're just men, Mystios. Greedy. Delusions of grandeur. Bleeding dry the drachmae of poor innocent slave masters like me.
I've heard enough. I'll head east and find your husband.
Thank you, Mystios.
I should try to stay out of sight. The warehouse grounds. Off we go. Whoa. Maybe this will help Alexios identify the dagger's leader.
Here, Commander. What can I do to serve Sparta?
You, Mystios. You're the one who won the battle for Megaris, for us Spartans.
Your army needed a champion, and I responded. Easy.
Thanks to you, Athenian efforts are fractured in this area. and my regiment is finally ready to strike.
What do you need?
A certain Athenian commander is all that stands in our way to victory.
You want me to kill the Athenian commander?
His death is the only solution.
You can count on me.
Good. The gods are smiling on me.
Here. Hello there. Need some help?
Pirates are making the waters unsafe for travelers.
Sounds like I need to sink some pirate ships.
The horizon should be clear of ships once you're done.
I have better things to do.
Take some time to think about my request.
Πάυσε πάρα αυτά.
I should watch my step around here.
Walk away from here, now!
Κρατέα Άθηνα, επιβαψιλεύομενση των λιπαρότερων μοιρών, το επιλεκτότερο της φαγής, δεν θα συνεχίσει, έχει μάλλον μεταξύ των των
That's close enough! Not
I hope you have a coin for the dead man. We're not gonna go here! You're just sailing around! Just made your last mistake.
You again? Have you killed him?
Your man is dead.
Thank you, mercenary. Now, your reward.
That'll do.
Ella.
Ella. Come on. Yeah! Hold up. The husband's cards. Looks like he tried to escape an armed patrol. Didn't end well. Off we go now. Hey. What happened here?
Guards. Malachias got up guards. They wanted taxes. They always want taxes. Took my master up to the Distos fort. He should have paid their stupid taxes. He should have paid.
I'd better head to the fort.
Saved me.
Surprised?
It's just... you look more like a hired killer than a hero.
Your wife hired me to check on you. She was worried.
About me?
Well, she'd had some wine.
So you have met her. Is there anything I can help you with?
I need to know everything I can about the dagger.
They have such ambition. A legendary greed. They appear to be pirates, yet they're organized, funded, well-connected. There may be more than just a kingfisher pulling their strings.
Don't worry. Taking on shadowy organizations is my specialty. Your wife seems... nice.
She does have her tastes. Expensive ones. The dagger keeps taking and taking. I don't know what she'll do if I ever run out. I know she loves me, I'd rather not find out how much she loves me. Still, you've earned a reward. I keep an emergency stash of drachmi in a cave behind a waterfall not far from here. It's directly north of where my cart crashed. Take what you think you've earned. Just leave enough for me and my wife.
Better collect my drachmi from the husband's stash in the Cataractis cave. Yeah! Hey! Come on.
I told you, there's tons of drachmi to be made digging caves. Don't hurt us. We're just cave diggers.
The husband's secret stash. Ella! Off we go now. They'll be on high alert here.
What's that? Check the body. Sparta! Victory! I'll get you! Charge!
Records of the trades Envios made in the last 6 months. Maybe the identity of the dagger's leader is in here.
You're not going anywhere! Attack!
I found the records, Agapios.
My master will be pleased.
You're a slave.
Do I not look as you expect? Yes, Misthios, I am a slave, but I'm not without dignity. The local magistrate is my master, and I'm his most trusted servant.
I would rather die than be a slave.
Not all have the luxury of choice, friend. Nobody chooses to be a slave, but being one provides me food, shelter, safety, and security. Especially now, with Evia all but run by the dagger. They cannot see past their greed. And if they go unchecked, we may all end up as slaves. If uncovering the identity of the dagger's leader and finally stopping them sounds like something you'd be interested in, meet me and my master in the slave market.
I'll think about it.
can't... How is this possible?
Agapios, what's wrong? What have you found?
Master, it's a name. Written in the records over and over again. The name of the man leading the dagger. The Kingfisher.
Once you know the Kingfisher's real name, bring him to a court of law. He and the dagger have wounded Envia. Envia should have a chance to decide his fate.
Agapios, tell him.
When we were young, when we'd play, I was the robin, and the Kingfisher was my brother. But he died. He should be dead. I mourned him. I made him a grave. Please, tell me he's not one of them. I beg you, tell me my brother's not a dagger.
You know your brother better than these records. If you believe this Kingfisher isn't him, then you're right.
Thank you. Yes. The boy I knew, there's no way he could be involved in this.
When your brother died, did you see his body?
No. No body at all. No sign, no word, nothing. After Mater died, Pater was not as fit to feed us as he once was. So my brother made sure we never went hungry. He would fish every day, until he didn't return.
Your brother can't have been born the Kingfisher.
Of course he wasn't. Neritos. His name was Neritos. Older than me. More trouble than me too. Fighting, stealing. But he always looked out for me.
Nothing is more important to Envia's survival than stopping the dagger. I'm sorry, old friend. The Kingfisher must be dealt with whether he's your brother or not.
Yes, Master. I understand. Please, Misthios, help me uncover the Kingfisher's true identity. We can clear my brother's name and stop the dagger. Evia would be in your debt. More in your debt. The magistrate's treasury runs deep. Your reward would not be small.
Whatever it takes, I mean. Family can be complicated. We'll clear your brother's name and save all Envia while we're at it.
I know a farmer who's had dealings with the dagger's inner circle. If anyone's seen the Kingfisher's true face, it's him.
I should pay him a visit. Any other leads?
There is a shipwreck along Evia's southern coast, and the theater in Kalki City has been spreading the dagger's lies.
We are in a war. Ships are sunk daily. Why does this ship matter?
Because this ship appears to belong to the dagger. A slave I trust waits by the temple above the ruins in Eretria. Speak with her to learn more.
A farmer who's had dealings with the dagger. I've met your farmer. He didn't know anything important.
Did you try mentioning my name?
I didn't know you were famous, Agapios.
I'm not saying I'm famous, but in certain circles, well, my name will open doors.
You mentioned an evil theater?
The theater in Kalki City is a more potent weapon than you realize, Misthios. The dagger used propaganda to poison the minds of Evians. See what you can learn there.
You seem well connected. How is that?
For a slave, you mean? We are not without eyes and ears, Misthios. We see much, and we share it. Slave to slave. Leads, warnings, anything that might help us survive all the way from today to tomorrow.
I have enough to go on. And the Kingfisher. If I discover he is your brother, if he is the man behind the dagger.
He won't be. Return to me when you've learned all you can.
Onward! Come on. Come on. Ha! Let's go.
I'd watch it if I was you.
Let's hope no one notices me here. Yeah! Don't take another step closer! Easy.
I want you to do something stupid.
That dagger sympathizer has to die.
Killing him won't solve anything, Praxilios!
But we can't just sit here and let him do this to us, Idia. To the children.
You think I don't have their well-being in mind?
Well, you certainly aren't acting like it.
How dare you?
Enough, you two!
Who do you think you are?
The Mystios is right. Calm down. It's bad for the...
Speak up, stranger.
Agapios sent me. He wants to prove his brother's innocence and destroy the dagger.
His brother? Neritos? Didn't he die on...
Stop, Idia. We're in enough trouble as it is.
Tell me what you know.
Let's make a deal. Kill a man for me, Mystios. Help me, and I'll tell you about the dagger's base of operations.
We've been through this. No killing. Talk to the man instead. Make him honor his word to pay us.
Deal. I will take care of your problem.
There's a man from the dagger. He approached us one day to help them spread their agenda. We don't care about the dagger, but we need the extra income.
He wanted us and the children to spread the message of the dagger in the theater and on the streets.
Sounds like a fair trade.
Till the drachmi stopped coming in.
He stopped paying us and threatened to come after our children if we didn't continue.
I was going to kill him myself, but Idia...
We can't just take a life like that, Praxilios. That's not us.
He lives in the large house in the middle of the city. Kill him, and we'll have drachmi for you.
Listen to yourself. Talk to the man, and posture if you must. But we aren't savages. I don't want to set a horrible example for the children.
I'll deal with the man. Just make sure you pay up.
If you need anything else, or forget where to find the daggerman, speak to us again.
They'll just do it all the same! What more do you want, Mystios?
This dagger man. Where will I find him?
He lives in the biggest house in town. There are many guards there, so be careful.
You are prolific creatures. Eros would be proud.
What are you saying?
The kids aren't really ours. They're orphans.
We just started taking them in, one at a time, and...
Look at us now. One big happy family. And I can't wait for it to expand again.
Idiot. Don't make it sound weird.
I've got all I need. I'll deal with the man.
Remember, no killing, no blood.
Go now, Misthios. Do what you must. Thank you.
The Misthios! Let's get them!
Now you'll see Spartan courage! Victory! You're as good as dead.
What was that about?
I'm sorry, Misthios. They knew we talked. They threatened me. The dagger really don't like you.
You told them what you had to in order to survive. There's no shame in that.
Thank you. It's great to see you again. Have you come for some olive oil?
No. I came to talk to you about the dagger.
I've got nothing to say about that.
Look, I'm here to let you know that I'm working with the local magistrate and his worker, Alexios, to bring them down. But in order to do that, I need to know what you know.
You don't want to know what I know. Trust me.
Tell me!
Neritos. His name is Neritos.
No. It can't be true. I'm going to end this, once and for all. I still need to meet all of Alexios' contacts.
Did Alexios send you?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No?
Are you sure you weren't followed?
There was no way I was followed. I made sure of it.
You covered every track?
Every single one.
Malakas liar! You've led them right to me.
Who?
The dagger. Their corruption, their reach, it's limitless. They're watching that shipwreck, and I don't doubt they're watching you.
How do you know the dagger is watching the shipwreck?
I see them row out to it. Men dive down and never come up. Those who do are half-drowned and terrified. They're forced to go back down again and again until they're dead. The dagger's looking for something and won't stop until they've found it.
What exactly went down with the ship?
I'm not sure. All I know is that this particular ship was part of the dagger's fleet. They keep trying to salvage whatever's down there. If it's important to the dagger, then it's important to us.
How did you get involved in all of this?